Hello there. Welcome to today's Daily Dominion. We gotta get back in the saddle. We gotta make it happen again. Get our streak going. Today's board features all of the expansions. We have Mountain Folk as our ally. And we have Mountain Folk versus Island Folk is so funny. Anyway, Mountain Folk is just like 1,000 times worse. Importer gave us our favors. There are no other allies, so you get to shoot Mountain Folk one time. Well, not these poor folk. We wouldn't shoot them, but you get to use Mountain Folk one time for +3 cards when you decide is good. And then beyond that, well, there's Stampede, which is probably pretty useful. And then we got Colonies, which should help here. The board itself is, if you're going to build an action thing, it would have to be like First Mate Vassal with some mix of scrap. It's just hard. You need a cantrip. If you had a cantrip, basically any cantrip here, you could probably go extremely heavy on the vassals quite successfully. But as it is, it's a little bit tougher. That being said, you probably just want to build a deck that can do colony. You may be able to. So one thing is that like platinum is a really condensed way to get money, and that does help Stampede out a lot because you don't have to play a whole bunch of cards, or you don't have to play mini platinum before you can afford a Stampede. So there could certainly be some value there. You may be able to use changelings. Changelings also kind of get around Stampede in the sense that you can use them to gain copies of cards you have in play after you've done the Stampede stuff, so they don't count against that. And they could gain you extra platinum or whatever. You have spices for plus buy. I don't know if you get war chest or not. It could threaten changelings quite easily, which may be valuable. Otherwise, you could also just take some off of your Stampedes. There's probably a way to get platinum very quickly, actually. You will eventually run up against a limit of how many how many cards you can play before you switch to other stuff, but it'd be interesting. I think we want to buy a scrap here. And then, so they just go ahead and just do the Mountain Folk right off rip. I'm going to do it here and try and draw scrap. We failed to do that. The nice thing about this blowing the Mountain Folk here is that if you whiff the scrap, you're guaranteed to hit a Stampede. So that's something. So we'll just Stampede here, and we'll just keep all of these as horses. We're gonna need to take spices at some point. I mean, we have to get away. We have to get up to 9 at least once, and we want to have a spices as well. Gotta think here. It's certainly possible to go Stampede again, but I think we just go card, gain horse, and buy a spices. Okay, so this could either be, we probably need to do another Stampede. We could get one changeling here. Would not be unreasonable. Where are we at? How many have we done? I guess it doesn't matter as long as I get. So we don't want to fight super, super hard on these, but. Okay. And I think we just stampede again. Do we want a changeling here? But we have a limit to how many spices we want to take. For sure. Because we're going to want to switch to platinum. We may go platinum next. I got to think. We get spices here. I'm trying to think if we can afford. There's no way to be able to afford both, so let's just take all horses this time. And it maybe was worth to get. We were going to be able to save a horse. Maybe we should have gotten a changeling. And we could do it here. I'm just going to save this other horse. What do we have? I wonder if we ever get a point where sheepdogs make sense. I wonder if you can do something with, well, but that's going to muck with your stampeding for sure. Just go with this. We'll just play everything. Okay, so we're going to buy platinum. And then next turn, we're going to again be looking for a stampede. Where we will take a changeling. Okay. This isn't. How many? 1, 2, 3. Hit double stampede. I don't know if this will. Okay. Yeah. So we can stampede. How many changelings do we want here? Maybe 2, since we're doubled stampeding. Okay, we'll just get the rest. Okay. I don't know if we'll end up getting any more spices, but that's fine. We have enough. Okay. The AI has somewhat of a deck as well. I would say it's not terrible. We might as well stop here. The last card is just a copper. It's not really worth drawing it. We played 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we can double stampede again. I don't know if we'll need the changelings now. Maybe 1. I mean, once we have 4 platinum, it's pretty okay. We don't have a lot of plus buy. We kind of miss. I would kind of be nice to have 1 more spices, but. How many platinum? If we play 2 plat, let's say we stop playing the scrap. If we play let's say we play 3 plat and 2 spices, that's 19. We can colony stampede for a little while. Or even if we do 2 plat or 3 plat, we can colony stampede for a while. Don't know. We can get the changelings later if we decide we really want them. I think. Maybe it should have been one more. I don't know. There's not a third pile. Otherwise, the changelings could go, you know, quite quickly. But so here the AI is doing a double stampede as well, which they'll get, you know, they may get up to double colony or something. We're gonna like reach a point where we have horses that we're just not playing. I think we go ahead and do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we can go colony stampede. Get 1 more platinum. This is actually really cute. I don't know that I've ever played a changeling stampede board. I mean, you would think I must have at some point, but we'll see how much money exactly the AI puts out here. Actually, not a huge amount. So there, they've blown their coffers. They don't really have draw. So they now have a deck that's pretty terrible at buying colonies. When they draw their platinum, they have a fair shot. But spices alone are pretty bad at affording colony. They still have all their estates, all their coppers. So the turn should get pretty bad for hard AI now, I would think. You think about stopping here. We could try to draw the scrap though. Yeah, okay. So we're just doing the same thing again. I don't know that it's 100% self-sustaining. We're removing a copper that we're not playing and replacing it with, yeah, see, they get like $4 now. The turn they draw the platinum, they might get another colony. But beyond that, it'll be hard. So, yeah, there's definitely some consideration to just stopping at a point and saving the horses for a bigger turn. If we already have enough to do we have 16? 1, 2, 3, 4. We don't have 16, do we? You like have to have 3 plat to do it in that many cards. Unless if we had a third spices, it would work, but or still a coffer. So you do have to draw at least a third platinum. Okay. We could also, of course, double colony, but we'll just save that for when we're either getting our 5th colonies like next turn or if we're just winning. We could get another scrap. I don't know if that helps. Could get a guide, I guess. It probably won't hurt. Like a turn you can scrap spices where it's pretty good. Sure, we can buy a guide. I don't know. What a big deal. Okay, so they had their colony here. We'll try to draw double colony here. See if we get there. We're not quite there. We'll just double province if we don't have it. There are still some more. Horses, I believe. Still 2 horses down in there. So we missed the 4th platinum. There's like 2 horses plat spice as our bottom 4, which is, well, that can't be right, can it? That can't possibly be right. We must only have 3 platinum. I thought I had 4 though. No, I trashed one of the spices. So it's gotta be, there have to be 2 coppers. All right, one of the horses is there. 2 copper, is there 2 copper plat? I don't know. I don't know why I'm like worrying over it. I guess the other thing I should think about should go back here. So we should just do the, no, single colony is really bad, but we could go we could go Stampede province. That's what I should do. The AI will probably not even have hardly anything here, and then we'll just double colony super easy. This was a cool kingdom. I don't know what turn this is. This is gonna be turn, oh no. Got another crash. This is so annoying. I guess I shouldn't open the log or something. We'll see if we can resume it. I don't know how it's gonna look. And it did let us resume it. That's good. All right. Well, I mean, it can crash if it recovers. That's totally fine. So I won't belabor the point of complaining. If it's gonna give you the, we gotta get one last changeling for the road. That was a pretty neat kingdom. Well, it's definitely interesting. This, like I said, is going to be really bad at buying colonies beyond the first. Well, of course, it did the double colony once, but after that, it was going to be platinum, and then the hands were going to be like duchy hands. It's too much, way too much junk. So if like we needed to, we could have gone for a lot of provinces, quite easily. It wasn't even a good provincing deck, to be honest. It would have been okay, but not good by any stretch. So, all right, so we made it back to 1 win. Woohoo! I hope you enjoyed today's kingdom. I certainly did, and I'll see you all tomorrow.